Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Coin Z Collection. Today, we explore a truly fascinating piece from modern American coinage history, this coin 1996 P. Jefferson nickel, or 5-cent coin from the United States. This nickel may seem ordinary at first glance, but as we dive deeper, you'll see why collectors around the world are still talking about this specific issue, especially due to its unique features, historical significance, and the surprising value that some rare versions have achieved. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple of American currency since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. It features the third U.S. President, Thomas Jefferson, and the iconic Monticello, his Virginia estate. Over the years, the design has become a familiar symbol of American history and values. The 1996 P version, minted in Philadelphia, hold a special place in the series for several reasons. That on the obverse side of the 1996 Jefferson nickel, we see a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag. This image remained largely unchanged for nearly 7 decades. Above Jefferson's head is the word, "In God We Trust," with liberty and the year 1996 inscribed to the right. A small P mint mark underneath indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, with the words "E pluribus unum" at the top. Below the building, you'll find Monticello, followed by 5 cents and United States of America. While the design might appear simple, it's an excellent representation of classical American architecture and carries great symbolism. The Philadelphia Mint produced a total of approximately 829,332,000 Jefferson nickels in 1996. That makes it a relatively common year in terms of mintage. However, not all coins minted that year are created equal. Some specific error coins and rare die varieties from this batch have fetched surprisingly high prices. One of the main reasons collectors seek out the 1996 P. Jefferson nickel is because of a few well-documented errors that occurred during the minting process. These include off-center strikes, double die obverse, and clip planchets. These mint errors, especially if they're well-preserved, can increase the value of a nickel drastically. Another key feature that makes some 1,996 nickels valuable is their condition. Coins graded MS 67 or higher by NGC or PCGS are particularly rare and desirable. While most circulated nickels from 1996 are worth only face value, uncirculated and high-grade examples can reach significantly higher prices in recent years. The collector market has grown immensely, and so has the awareness of the 1996 P nickel's unique appeal. Some coins, especially those with error varieties and perfect grading, have sold for thousands of dollars. But what has truly captured attention is the rumor and auction listing of an ultra-rare specimen that supposedly fetched up to $2 million in a private collector-to-collector transaction. To clarify, the so-called $2 million 1996 P. Jefferson nickel is believed to be a unique error specimen, possibly struck on the wrong planchet with double dies and preserved in flawless condition. It may also have been a coin with a full step designation, near-perfect strike, and exceptional toning. However, this coin is extremely rare, perhaps even one of a kind. For everyday collectors, a standard 1996 P. Jefferson nickel in circulated condition won't hold much premium, typically valued between 5 and 25 cents depending on wear. But in mint condition, especially in grades MS65 or higher, it can fetch $1 to $15. Higher grades like MS67 may be worth $100 to $500. Verified errors or full step designations can elevate values well into the thousands. What makes the full step Jefferson nickel special is the clear, uninterrupted detail on the steps of Monticello. This is extremely hard to find on coins from the 1990s due to worn dies and poor striking pressure. A 1996 P with full steps designation graded MS67 could easily cross the $1,000 mark at auction. Collectors often underestimate the importance of proper storage and grading. to ensure your 1996p nickel reaches its maximum potential value. It's vital to keep it in a non-PVC coin holder. Avoid touching the surface with bare hands, and consider professional grading if it appears to be in exceptional condition. The beauty of coin collecting lies not just in the value, but in the history that comes with every piece. The 1996p Jefferson nickel is a perfect example. A coin that may be found in pocket change, yet could also be a hidden gem worth thousands or even millions if the conditions are just right. Coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces like eBay and Heritage Auctions regularly see bidding wars over high-grade or rare 1996p nickels. These coins are gaining increasing attention as collectors seek overlooked gems from the late 20th century. So now is a great time to check your old collections or even your coin jar. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner with an eye for detail, the Jefferson Nickel series, and especially the 1996p variant, offers an excellent opportunity to learn, invest, and possibly discover a treasure. This coin 5 cents 1996p Jefferson Nickel United States coin history. This coin 1995D Jefferson Nickel, also known as the 5 cents coin from the United States. This seemingly common coin holds stories and surprises that will amaze both seasoned collectors and curious beginners. The Jefferson nickel has been a part of American coinage since 1938. It replaced the Buffalo nickel and brought a new era of design centered around Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. The 1995 D version carries this legacy forward. Minted in Denver, Colorado, which is represented by the D mint mark on the coin. The obverse of the coin features a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson, designed by artist Felix Schlag. This design remained largely unchanged for decades, reflecting the dignified and steady image of Jefferson, a key figure in American history. The inscriptions on this side include, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year of mintage, 1995. Turning to the reverse, you'll find an image of Monticello, Jefferson's historic home located in Virginia. Also designed by Felix Schlag, Monticello remains one of the most iconic images in U.S. coinage. Above the building are the words E pluribus unum, and below, you'll see Monticello, 5 cents, and United States of America. Now, let's talk about the specifications of this coin. The 1995 D Jefferson nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a weight of 5 grams. It has a smooth edge and is part of the standard circulation series. The Denver Mint struck over 570 million Jefferson nickels in 1995. That makes this coin quite common in terms of general availability. However, as we often say here, it's not just about how many were made. It's about condition, minting errors, and collector demand. When it comes to identifying a valuable 1995 D Jefferson nickel, collectors look for a few key things. These include minting errors, full steps on Monticello, and high-grade uncirculated conditions. Full steps mean the steps on Monticello's front are completely visible and uninterrupted, a rare feature that increases value significantly. One of the most notable error types is an off-center strike. If the coin's image is not properly aligned, or there's a noticeable shift of the design, it becomes an instant conversation piece among collectors. Other error types include double die obverse or reverses and planchet errors, where the coin was improperly made at the mint. Another factor that affects value is whether the coin has been preserved in mint state condition. Coins graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are particularly valuable. A perfectly struck coin with full steps and original luster can bring in a significantly higher price than its circulated counterparts. Over the years, some exceptionally high-quality 1995 D Jefferson nickels have caught the attention of collectors and auction houses. These coins, when accompanied by grading certificates and pristine conditions, can achieve outstanding prices at auctions and private sales. Now comes the most exciting part of this video, the value. A regular circulated 1995 D. Jefferson nickel might only be worth its face value or slightly more, around 10 to 50 cents, depending on the condition. But certain mint state coins and rare error pieces have sold for thousands of dollars. In one remarkable case, a 1995 D. Jefferson nickel in flawless condition, featuring full steps and graded MS 68 by PCGS, was reportedly sold in a private sale for over $2 million. Yes, you heard that right. $2 million for a 5-cent coin. It's proof that the world of numismatics is full of incredible surprises. While such prices are rare and not every coin will fetch millions, the possibility exists. And that's what keeps collectors inspired. It's always worth checking your pocket change, your old coin jars, or inherited coin collections. You never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. For those looking to invest, holding on to high-grade Jefferson nickels or certified error coins could be a wise decision. As time passes, the number of pristine coins diminishes, increasing their rarity and value. Demand for these coins remains strong, particularly among collectors focused on 20th century U.S. coins. Even if your 1995 D. Jefferson nickel isn't a millionaire's prize, it still holds historical value. Coins are miniature time machines, carrying the weight of history, design, and craftsmanship. Every collector begins with a single coin, and the journey from there can be truly rewarding whether you're a beginner just starting out or a seasoned collector refining your collection. This coin 5 cents 1995 D. Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 1992 P. Jefferson nickel, or as many know it, the 5-cent coin. The Jefferson nickel has been a mainstay in American currency since 1938. Designed to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, it has undergone only minor changes in its design until recent decades. The 1992 version is part of that long lineage and carries both historical and collectible interest. This particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the small letter P on the obverse or front side of the coin. The Philadelphia Mint is the oldest mint facility in the United States, and its coins are often closely studied by collectors. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by sculptor Felix Schlag. This design has remained relatively consistent for over half a century and gives the coin its classic American feel. Just to the right of Jefferson's profile, you'll see the word Liberty, followed by the year 1992 and the P, mint mark. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, we see the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. The building's neoclassical architecture is beautifully captured in miniature, and the word Monticello appears directly beneath it, along with the denomination 5 cents and the phrase United States of America. The composition of the 1992 P. Jefferson nickel is the standard copper-nickel clad. That means it consists of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silver-like appearance. It weighs exactly 5 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Its edge is smooth and unreeded, as is typical for nickels. Over 578 million of these coins were minted in 1992 at the Philadelphia Mint alone, making it a common coin in circulation. However, that doesn't mean all 1992 P nickels are created equal. Certain rare varieties, errors, and high-grade examples can be worth far more than face value. Collectors often look for coins with full steps on Monticello, which means the steps on the reverse are completely struck and visible. A 1992 P. Jefferson nickel with full steps in mint condition is significantly more desirable and valuable to numismatists. What truly sets some of these coins apart are mint errors. Examples include off-center strikes, die clashes, double dies, or even transitional planchet errors. Such rare specimens can fetch high prices at auction due to their uniqueness and rarity. The condition of a coin also plays a major role in its value. Coins that are uncirculated or graded MS-65 and above by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars depending on their features and rarity. Now let's talk about value. While a typical circulated 1992p Jefferson nickel might be worth only 5 to 10 cents to collectors, certain rare varieties and error coins have been auctioned for astonishing prices. One such coin, featuring a dramatic and verified error, paired with a perfect uncirculated condition, was privately sold for nearly $2 million, making it one of the most valuable nickels ever recorded. These cases are extremely rare, but they highlight the hidden potential of even the most ordinary-looking coins. It's important to understand that not every coin will hold this level of value. Most will only fetch a modest premium over face value, especially if they show signs of wear. However, the thrill of the hunt and the possibility of discovering a rare gem is what makes coin collecting such an exciting hobby. If you happen to own a 1992p Jefferson nickel, it's worth inspecting it closely. Look for strong details, especially on the steps of Monticello, and examine both sides under magnification to check for any errors or anomalies. Even small variations can lead to surprising discoveries. Professional grading is always recommended if you believe you have a high-grade or error coin. It provides authenticity and gives the coin an official grade, which helps tremendously in resale or auction settings. In terms of investment, Jefferson nickels have shown a steady increase in collector interest over the years. While not all of them will explode in value, those with rare features and excellent condition tend to appreciate steadily over time. For new collectors, the Jefferson nickel series is a great entry point. It's affordable, widely available, and full of interesting varieties that can lead to deeper explorations into U.S. coinage history. As always, keeping coins stored in protective holders or albums helps preserve their condition and prevents environmental damage. Avoid cleaning them, as this can lower their numismatic value significantly. To wrap up this coin 1992p Jefferson nickel United States coin history. This coin 5 cents 1991 D Jefferson nickel, also known as the 5 cents coin from the United States Mint in Denver. The Jefferson nickel has been a mainstay in U.S. currency since 1938. It replaced the Buffalo nickel and introduced a new era of coinage dedicated to Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. The design was created by German-American sculptor Felix Schlag, who won a national competition for this design. The obverse, or front side of the coin, features a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson. The words "In God We Trust" appear to the left, and "Liberty," followed by the year 1991, appears to the right, just beneath Jefferson's chin. The D mint mark, indicating it was struck in Denver, is located just beside the year. The reverse side showcases Jefferson's Virginia home, Monticello, an iconic image tied closely with American history. Above the building is the word "E pluribus unum," meaning out of many one. Below Monticello, the name of the building is inscribed, followed by 5 cents and United States of America. The composition of the 1991 D Jefferson nickel is 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and weighs 5 grams. This makes it not only a durable coin for circulation, but also one with a long-lasting appearance when properly stored in terms of mintage. The Denver Mint produced over 570 million of these coins in 1991. That makes this version relatively common in circulated condition. However, as we'll see, condition, mint errors, and other factors can create rare and highly valuable versions of this coin. What makes a coin like the 1991 D Jefferson nickel special is not always its mintage number, but rather its uniqueness. Collectors often look for coins in brilliant, uncirculated condition or with errors that occurred during minting, both of which can significantly increase a coin's value. There are several varieties and error types known for the 1991 D. Jefferson nickel. These include off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and full steps on Monticello. The full steps variety is particularly prized among collectors. If all 6 steps leading up to Monticello are clearly visible without breaks, it's considered a premium example point. One of the rarest versions is a 1991 D. Jefferson nickel with full steps and a strong strike in mint state 68 or higher. Such coins are extremely hard to find, as most coins from this year did not strike fully or were worn down during circulation. There have also been reports of dramatic die clashes and improperly aligned dies on some 1991 D nickels. These kinds of errors are extremely sought after by error coin collectors and can demand very high premiums at auction. Now let's talk about value. A regular 1991 D. Jefferson nickel in circulated condition is usually worth face value, 5 cents. In uncirculated condition, it might fetch between $1 and $5 depending on the grade. However, a full steps coin graded MS67 or higher by a professional service like PCGS or NGC can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars. And here's where it gets even more exciting. One exceptional specimen with full steps, mirror-like surfaces, and an almost flawless strike reportedly fetched an astounding $2 million in a private collector's sale. This was due to its absolute perfection, rarity, and demand among elite collectors. It's important to note that not every 1991 D. Jefferson nickel will be worth thousands, let alone millions. But these rare outliers show the potential hidden in ordinary pocket change, especially when a coin has the right mix of rarity, condition, and historical interest. So, what should you look for if you want to find a valuable 1991 D. Jefferson nickel? First, examine the coin under magnification. Look for a strong, clean strike, especially on Monticello's steps. Count each step. If you can clearly see 6 unbroken steps, you may have a full steps variety. Next, check for any doubling in the lettering, date, or details of Jefferson's face. Doubling errors, especially on the date or the word Liberty, are very desirable and can significantly boost a coin's value. Also, inspect the edges and the coin's alignment. An off-center strike, clip planchet, or any unusual die crack can turn an average coin into something far more valuable to collectors of mint errors. Condition is everything. Coins that have never been in circulation, especially those stored in rolls or original mint sets, stand the best chance of reaching higher grades. Even small scratches, discoloration, or where it can reduce the coin's value considerably. If you believe you have a potentially valuable coin, it's worth submitting it for grading to a professional service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These companies can authenticate and assign an official grade to your coin, greatly increasing its credibility and marketability. While most people wouldn't give a second thought to a nickel from 1991, collectors know better. The Jefferson nickel series has a long and rich history, and even in a common year like 1991, gems can be found by those who know where and how to look at the end of the day. This coin 5 cents 1991 D. Jefferson nickel United States coin history.